Welcome back to Factorio. My name is Scott, and we are getting started with episode number 4. Last we left off, I eventually got my iron line running up to my to be determined smelting location. I have my copper down in the bottom left here near the power, and I did also set up my initial defenses and got those going, so now if the biters want to come pay me a visit, I can say hello! Eat my lead! And I'm going to need to give these automatic turret loading some power. We have more research we can do. What are we going to take a look at today? We do have turrets set up. We can upgrade to gun turret damage upgrade 1, but it will require green science, and I really do not want to manually craft those myself, so we are not going to upgrade our damage. We can do armor crafting, and that allows us to build iron armor, gives us a few bits of acid resistance, explosion resistance, and physical resistance. It has a duration of, or durability of 1,000, and it costs us 40 iron plate. It usually in a typical game, it takes me forever to buy armor, and that's usually because I don't go out and hunt biters down. Although this game may be different, all depends on how much pollution I create and how much I actually annoy the biters. The fact that I have all these... Oh, I better take a look. Because I now am triggering them, because I did set up a couple additional mining drills, they are going to get cranky, and they are going to come say hello. So it is a good thing that before I set those up, I was smart. SMRT. I set up walls. I set up turrets. Do we have to worry about any biters down here? Yes, we do, but they are not within range of our pollution. Do we have to worry about anything up here? Not so far. And yes, we are going to be visited very soon. I got... One of the first things I did set up was ammo production. It's not something I wanted to set up or manually craft myself. Anyway, let's grab a few more inserters, and we will be eventually, once we get around to it, loading up and getting it set up to manually craft science packs automatically. So we are going to need copper plate, which we have plenty of, and iron gear wheels. Now we're obviously going to want to figure out, okay, where are we going to want to do the science? I want to keep the smelting kind of separate on its own, and I think here would be a good place. Let's just tuck it up in the corner as much as possible. Do we have anything to worry about? No, we don't. Although we do have some oil. 284% yield. 232. There's 162 and 183 or 86 there. And I have a design I use. I just have to remember exactly how it's set up. Okay, I want to have a line of copper, a line of iron, have a couple electronic circuit production facilities, and then feeding off the copper and iron that passes through those, set up my red science production and green science production. I have a pretty compact way I like to do it, and I just have to figure out exactly, because I am OCD, and I'm sure some of you will understand how that feels. We need to set up things very perfectly. We need to avoid things like this. And even though this is not a whole lot of stone, we will eventually, because we are OCD, want to clear this out. Is there anything else we are going to want to be concerned about? There's a little bit of water here, although probably wouldn't notice it. So just those four oil wells, a little bit of stone there. So we should actually be pretty good to go. So I am going to run my copper. Do I want to go up here or down there? I don't know. Well, we are going to I'm just going to take a pause here and I'm going to figure this out because I need to figure this out. I'll be back in a moment, but for you, no time will actually have passed, just to let you know why there is a cut here. Alright, I am back and I've sort of figured out what I want to do, although for the most part I have just a rough idea of where I want to place things, but I decided that this is where I'm going to start my electronic circuit production. I've laid down a few factories and yeah, I need it symmetrical. Like all of us with issues, I am going to need, yes, I do have long-handed inserters. Build me some assembling machines because I'm going to need a lot of them. This is probably the most common I have to wait for the assembling machines. Of course I do. Let's just cancel a few of them because I need some inserters. This is probably the most common setup for doing electronic circuits, and it makes a lot of sense. Alright. Yeah, it took forever to get those component resources, but they have been produced and waiting on inserters. Anyway, as I was saying, this is probably the most common method of producing electronic circuits. Right there, and there. And I'm going to need power poles, which I have being produced. I don't think I need that many. Stop it. I need power. Need power. Alright. One more right about here. Connect the power to the power grid. And we know that that one is not in range. Oh, my OCD. Let's just bring this up. This, and like that. Can we produce electronic circuits? Yes, we can. Copper cable. So we just need copper coming in this way. And I will bring it up this way. I will have iron coming in this way. Need to clear some trees. Of course, we always need to clear some trees. Of course, that is what bots are for, don't you say? I'm going to need some more transport belts. We always need more transport belts. Can never have enough transport belts. If you think you've made too many, you are obviously mistaken, because, well, transport belts are the lifeblood of any factory. Without transport belts, well, you can use robots, but that's just kind of, I don't know. Need some power poles, yet again. Always need power poles. So we got copper flowing. We are going to need to power up this inserter. That'll give us some electronic circuits. I need, yes, I can produce splitters. This is a kind of a modified design of something I came across on the Factorio forums. It compacts the science production into a very interesting design. Usually I build about half of the design, since it's way more production than I actually ever need. Oh, you can never stop giving me stone. I will take all the stone that you have. Give me stone. Give me stone block. Actually, give me all your stone block. I have 198 stone block that I'm not doing anything with. Alright, we do need to set up some iron. And from now, let's just hack something together. Set up some power. You'll see what this is for. Alright, so we got copper cable. That'll be coming. That'll bring some electronic circuits. So now we can produce... Actually, this is kind of not necessary at this point, but we just wanted to set it up because we like wasting time. let's get ahead of ourselves. Yes, and that is our inserter production for Science 3, is it? Yes, Blue Science. It requires that many of that, and that be an autosave. And I am kind of obsessing over how I want to run this. Don't mind me. Chop down some trees because we will need to chop them down. And I would like to get the copper or red science at least set up, ready to go. But chances are we're not going to get there. If you thought we were, too bad, so sad. And yes, I am still very much, how do I want to do this? Run this like this. Alright, we got copper. A splitter we need. And this is definitely a cool, very compact setup. It just takes a little bit of planning involved. You'll see why when I'm done. We're going to need iron coming this way. Let's throw these down, shall we? And what I'll do is I'll post a link to the original thread where I found this on the Factorio forums, just so you have a clue on what I am actually doing. Actually, right here, we got, or will have, red science. It's coming. I will get it done. I will not stop this episode until we have red science. Now you know where is it going. Oh, but I am also going to need... maybe I lied. Who knows? We'll get there. I guess this is going to be a super long episode, even though it doesn't have to be. Oh, more belts. More belts. And that'd be it. I think. Nope. Maybe. Not. I need another... I'm going to need plenty of assembly machines. Not this many. Oh God. What I will probably do is time-lapse this episode just because it's kind of boring, but if you don't mind. There be gears. And just to let you know, I am doing this from a existing design, and I am doing it in a reverse order. Everything is kind of like mirrored but going the other direction, so I have to figure out where the hell everything is supposed to be. Oh, that's right. More belt. More belt. Right here. Yes, that's why that is like that. We're getting there. We're getting there. We are going to have... Can we do science production? I think we can. I think we can. We just have to figure out where to send iron through. Splitter, that's what we need. We need a splitter. Because we are going to have the iron for something else. Of course, we are. That, I think we... Yes, yes, it's there, it's there. Now we just need power. And we have red science. It's been set up. It looks beautiful. Next we'll start on green science. And maybe I should create a box or some output for them. But until then, my name has been Scott for SB Gaming, and you've just seen Red Science painfully set up. Have a good day.